What's up, YouTube? All right, in this video, guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to weaponize AI, and I'm gonna give you guys a special indicator that I've been using, that I use both of them together in order to be a profitable trader. All right, so now, before we get into it, guys, I do wanna give a quick little statement. Now, this can be very, very useful to a lot of people. It can be very addicting as well when it comes to trading. I know some people like to overtrade. In the beginning of my trading journey, it was very hard for me to fucking stop overtrading. It really was. Right now, honestly, I just been kind of living on this this new journey in my life, guys. I'm walking a new path. You know, I know I used to be the biggest and this and that, and everybody's, oh, Daniel, you fell off. And it's true, yeah, I did fall off of social media, guys. I didn't really give a fuck about social media anymore, to be honest, growing it and this and that. Like, you go on my page and you just see a black profile picture, no verification, no nothing. I'm not really worried about that, you know, and a lot of guys need to start worrying more about the same thing that I'm living on too. Like, I don't want to be popular. I want to be paid and at peace. That's literally what I live by now. I got a baby on the way, so I'm very excited about that. But anyways, enough of me, guys. I do want to give you guys a special ass, maybe 1, 2, 3 part series, depending how we do in this YouTube video, guys. Again, after this video, guys, if you guys have any fucking questions, you guys can always ask me. The Telegram link will be in my OBS background, guys, for my overlay when you guys see me, because we're gonna switch right now to the charts. But again, guys, this video will help you guys out a lot if you guys take this serious and you guys take some notes. I know for a fact this video will make sure that a lot of you guys will be profitable or seeing a lot more profitable trades. All right, now let's fucking get into it. All right, gang, let's get straight into this fucking video, guys. Again, this might be a part 1, part 2, part 3 series, depending on how we do over here, guys. Again, if you guys have any questions, you guys can like look at my contact information here in the below. You got my Instagram down there. You got my Telegram down there. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to message me. Again, guys, I am not as popular how I used to be, so I do answer messages. Just give me an hour, a few hours to reach them, and I won't leave you hanging for sure. All right, guys, so you'll probably see a bunch of buys here. You'll see a bunch of sells over here with GJ as well. GJ was a little bit toxic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really liking how GJ's been moving. But then again, you have, well, actually, I don't even know how to explain it. So you know what? Let's use our AI again. Boom, right? Now, perfect. Now, ChatGPT. Now, I use the ChatGPT 4.0, correct? Now, let's see, for example. Now, why did XAU USD go up? Let's see, about how much did it go up actually? It was like, let's see. Oh my god, price is almost, this is ridiculous. Holy shit. So price went up. Holy shit. Indicator called buys at bro, $50 fucking move. Insane. So let's say $50. Now it's how you ask it, right? Remember, this is ChatGPT, gang. So you can make your ChatGPT. My ChatGPT is my assistant. Correct? Now, you can make ChatGPT whatever the fuck you want it to do. It can be whatever you want it to be. Right? Now, my ChatGPT is my assistant. Correct? Now, let's copy and paste this. Now, boom, let's go this. Okay, cool. So let's copy. All right. I don't want to type that all over again. What the fuck? All right, listen. Okay, so Alice, hello? You there? Always here, boss. What's the move today? You know, she's already calling me boss. You feel me? All right, so now gold, I'll do it again. Gold went up $50 today. Why is that? Now, it's going to explain to me why. And it's going to give me a whole bunch of places like The Guardian, a whole bunch of places, sources, why it went up, this is not, you got Investing Haven over here. So it's going to tell you a whole bunch of things, right? And it's also going to give you outlooks, conclusions, the whole fucking 9 yards. Now, weakening of the US dollar. The US dollar has declined, making gold more affordable for investors using other currencies. So this currency movement has bolstered, did I even say that right? Demand for gold globally, correct? Now, renewed trade tensions, particularly President Trump's tariffs threats. Sorry, guys, little bite. Okay, so have increased market uncertainty, such as geopolitical developments often drive investors towards gold as a protective measure. Yes, of course, guys. We all know this. Now, boom, anticipation of the Federal Reserve rate cuts. Now, recent economic indicators, including weaker than expected producer prices and retail sales suggest a slowing U.S. economy. This led to speculation that the Federal Reserve may cut interest rates, which typically enhances the appeal of non-yielding assets like gold. Now, increased central bank purchases. Now, this shit is important, guys, right? Now, so central banks, especially in emerging markets, have been argumenting their gold reserves to diversify away from the US dollar. This sustained buying has provided additional support to gold prices. Now, market volatility and safe haven demands. Recent downturns in the U.S. stock markets have prompted investors to seek refuge in gold, further driving up its price. Now, the outlook is always important. Now, it keeps going. So analysts anticipate that gold prices may continue to rise if these economic and geopolitical conditions persist. Now, some forecasts suggest that gold could reach a new record highs by the end of the year. If you're considering investing in gold or have specific questions in the market, feel free to ask more details or more guidance, of course. Now, when you see this, so reaching approximately 3280. So 3280 is around this area, correct? So it's kind of stuck in that area. So, you know, ChatGPT isn't slacking right now. Okay, so now you can keep going and you can ask questions like this. Okay, so since I'm not that bright when it comes to fundamentals. Oh my God, I can't even type right now. This fucking microphone is like covering my views, my eyes over here. So there you go. Fundamentals. Can you dummify that? Dummify that. I don't know. For me. Explain to me like I'm special needs. Oh my God. I can't even type for nothing anymore. Right? So now look, now it gets even better, correct? Now ChatGPT is always going to talk to you like a robot. But you got to convince your ChatGPT that it needs to start memory updating so that way it could start talking to you as you are as a special needs person when it comes to shit. And I don't want to be, disrespectful, but when I mean that, it's like you don't know anything. You know what I mean? So now, okay, here, boom. Now, simple as fuck version. Now, the dollar got weaker, gold got stronger. Think of it like this. The dollar got its ass kicked, and what happens? Gold starts looking like a sexy option because it's cheaper for people in other countries to buy. Now, you see, my ChatGPT has a personality, correct? Now, as you guys can see, it's cursing. It does that for me because I like it like that, right? Now, Trump came out swinging with some new tariffs, basically taxes on other countries and stuff. That makes big investors panic a bit because it could, it could start trade problems. Sorry. So what do you think they do when they get scared? They run to gold like it's their emotional support animal. It's true. It's true, right? Now, the Fed might cut rates soon. The Feds might cut rate soon. Now, that's something you have to keep in mind. The Feds might cut rates soon. So what does that mean? So now the economy showed weak numbers recently, bad shopping numbers and low prices for stuff. That means the Fed might cut interest rates. When they do that, gold goes up because people stop giving a damn about cash in the bank earning nothing. And what would rather stack shiny stuff, right? Now, central banks are buying up gold like crazy. Big dog countries are saying fuck holding dollars, let's buy gold. So they're buying in bulk like Costco. And when they do, they buy a lot. The price jumps. So now stock markets has been shaking. Now, stocks ain't too stable, so people are running from stocks into gold like it's Noah's Ark during a storm. Now, the summary. Now, the dollar's weak. Trump's yelling again. The Fed might cut rates. Big banks are holding, and everyone's scared of stocks. So gold said bet and went up $50. Now, this is something I could do over here. Now, want me to turn that into a caption? No, I don't want it to turn into a caption. But when is it known or possible, or when can it happen that, let's say, for example, the Fed might cut rates soon? And if they do, what will happen? Right? That's all you got to do. Right? Now, perfect question, boss. Now, boom. Now, it's still talking to me like I'm retarded. No offense. Right? So now the Fed might cut rates when inflation is coming down, prices stuff aren't going fast, the economy is slowing, less people are spending, business struggling, and unemployment goes up, more people losing jobs, shaking markets. They want to help keep money moving. This usually meets every 6 weeks to talk about this. So you'll hear like the Fed is dovish, they might cut rates. The Fed is hawkish, they might raise rates. Next meeting around June 12th, they'll update us. If the bad econ, okay, so boom, June 12th, we already know it's an important date. We write shit like that down, correct? Now, if the bad economic data keeps coming in between now and then, boom, rates could, be on the table, correct? Now look at this. What happens if they do cut rates? Now this is shit that you need to fucking know, right? So now let's keep it real dumb and real honest. Now gold goes up. Why? Because interest rates from the banks aren't paying much. So people move their money into gold. As weaker dollar, strong gold. Dollar gets weaker, correct? So less people want to hold it because it pays less in interest. Stocks might jump. Rates cut make borrowing money cheaper, so businesses and investors get happy. Now crypto might benefit. Same logic. Risk assets love cheap money. So your saving account, useless, right? So if they cut rates, dollar stays strong. If they don't cut the rates, the dollar stays strong. Gold might stall or drop a bit. Markets get shaky specifically. Now, if the Fed sees enough pain in the economy, they'll cut rates to simulate shit. And when that happens, gold, crypto, and stocks usually go up. Dollar gets smacked. Now, okay, cool. Now, I can ask it. Why is this important? How can I use this information to make money? Again, boys, I know this might be a little tedious to you, but this is your future, and I promise you guys this is very fucking important, and you're gonna benefit from this. I really do believe you guys will make some good money doing this shit. Why? Because you guys will advance in your knowledge, and at the end of the day, bro, if you don't even make money, it doesn't fucking matter because you learned something new, right? Now, why is this important? Because the Fed basically controls the flow of money in the entire fucking economy, and that's the fucking truth. It is the truth. Now, when they cut rates or even talk about it, everything moves. Gold, forex, for industry, crypto, stocks. Now, if you can predict what the Fed's going to do or read the clues early, you can trade before the herd and milk it. How to use this to make money? Here's how you turn this knowledge into profit, right? Gold strategy. If you think a rate cut is coming, buy gold early, correct? Why? A rate cut equals weaker dollar, gold pumps. Now, watch for soft inflation numbers, bad job reports, or Feds being dovish sounding like they're ready. Now, we're going to copy this because some people are going to probably be like, how the fuck do I know though? Where do I find this? Right now, here we go. Rate cuts weaken the dollar. Buy GBP, buy Euro, buy AUD, buy gold. Flip side, if the Fed surprises and stays hawkish, go short. Right now, index trading. I don't really trade S&P, X, NAS 1000 million, whatever you guys want to call it. I don't know. I'm just trolling. I don't trade NAS 100. Now, anyways, I don't even want to read that. So now crypto strategy. I don't really. Well, actually, Bitcoin altcoins tend to pump when the. Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But remember, we're not worried about this stuff right here. We're worried about how we can use this to, better our trading with gold, with forex. Fuck all this other bullshit, right? So now news plus Fed meetings equals opportunity. Now watch the MOC schedule. Pay attention to key reports, CPI, PPI, NFP, job reports. Now these all give clues. Okay, cool. So rate cuts equals market manipulation. Now this, boom. I wanna print it. All right. So tip. Tip. Watch soft inflation number, bad job reports, or Fed speaking dovish sounding like they're ready to cut. How do I get early access to these signs? Boom, right? Now, here we go. Now, how to catch Fed's clues early before the herd. Set up economic candle alerts. Your new crystal ball. So we got Forex Factor. We all know about Forex Factor. We got tradingeconomics.com, investing.com. All right, okay, boom. Okay, boom. Let's open that up. Okay, now go to the economic calendar and set alerts. So you got CPI, inflation data, PPI, producer, okay, whatever, non-farm payroll, FOMC meeting, market calendar for the first Friday of every month. When it's NFP, usually drops around 2p the second of the week. Okay, now follow the Fed clowns on Twitter and news outlet. The Fed clowns is crazy. So these are people that you want to follow, right? Now you want early signs. Watch the guys who move markets with just a sentence. So you have Jerome Powell, you got Raphael Bostic, you got Neil, and you got James. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, who the fuck are these other people, right? Because you guys always want to suck Jerome Powell's cock. We're always talking about Powell's cock, but we're not talking about Raphael, Neil, and the other fucking Ninja Turtles in this motherfucker, right? So now they drop in interviews, speeches, and articles when they're saying shit like, oh, inflation is cooling. We're monitoring economic weaknesses. Further rate hikes may not be necessary. That's your sign, boss. They usually are whispering rate cut coming soon. So to their Wall Street buddies, which is okay here. So now we have sources to track. You got breaking market news. You got Bloomberg Turnables, Zero Hedge, Live Squawk. And then we have Twitter, basically. Now, let's keep going, right? Now we have when the 10-year Treasury yield starts dropping, the markets are saying, we think the Fed's going to cut. You don't got to be an expert. Just remember, bonds yields dropping equals rate cut, expectations rising. Gold, crypto, stocks go up. Now, subscribe to daily market breakdown channels. Look for Telegram, YouTube groups, shit like that. Follow people like me and people like anybody else. Ali Trades. I love Ali Trades. And you can follow anybody. You know what I'm saying? So now, to beat the market, don't wait for confirmation. Learn to read the Fed's body language. The moment they sound soft or scared, you get into position. Want me to turn this into a trading lessons for your students or a mini Instagram carousel? No, I don't. But you see how my ChatGPT knows I have students? My ChatGPT knows everything about my whole entire life. My ChatGPT knows everything about my whole entire life. Correct? Now let's go back to gold. So, boom. So as of right now, 7 p.m. in USA in Asian session, where do we see gold going based on all this fundamental data? God, I cannot type. I'm so sorry. Okay, now, boom. Now we got market conditions. We got technical analysis, and we have an outlook, correct? Now, this is where it gets awesome. Cool, right? So now, current market conditions. Price movement. Gold prices have increased to approximately 32.13. 32.13 an ounce, making as a point decline for the... Okay, well, no, we're not really there yet. Oh, no, it keeps going. Okay, cool. So now... optimism surrounding potential ceasefire negotiations between Russia and Ukraine has reduced demanding for gold as a safe haven asset. Okay, you see, shit like this is important. Now, this is important. Now, this was updated 5 hours ago, right? So now, let's keep fucking going. So, it's going to give you a whole bunch of things that you guys can read. Now, U.S. dollar strength. A modest recovery in the U.S. dollar has made gold more expensive for holders of other currencies, contributing to the downward pressure of prices. Now, here comes our technical analysis. Now, we have support levels. Key support is observed around 3168. So, where's 3168? Boom. Let's draw a key level there. 3168, right there at the bottom, literally. And we have a key level there. Perfect, right? Now, it might seem a little bit too far, but keep in mind, bro, we were just here earlier this morning, and gold went up about $70 fucking, right? Damn, look at this indicator, bro. Insane, dude. Insane. So it started calling longs over here after the support held crazy, and then it called more longs. This is what we call a correction or liquidity grab, whatever you want to call it. And then another long over here around 9:45 in the morning before the whole entire push happened, correct? Now let's keep going. Now, so immediate resistance is noted at 3240. Okay, so 3240. Now where is 3240 at? We got 3240, 3240. Where are you? Oh my God, I can't see. These numbers are so small. Okay, cool. We have, yeah, like right here. We have a little resistance over here. Okay, cool. I know ChatGPT might be slacking. And then we have 3240 and 3272. So we have resistance between 3240 and 3272. So 3272. Oh, right here. I have it right here at 74. We're just going to leave it there. Right? So now, indicators. So now we have shit over here. So we have, I don't know how to fucking say this, but we're going to call the SO approaching oversold territory at 31, suggesting potential for a price rebound. Relative strength index, RSI, neutral at 46, indicating so strong momentum in either direction. So no strong momentum in either direction. I'm sorry. So now we have the outlook, which is very fucking important. Now, while the short-term outlook for gold appears bearish due to easing geopolitical tensions and strengthening U.S. dollar, underlying factors, such as the recent U.S. credit rating downgrade by Moody's Mays, fuck you Moody, provide some support to prices. Traders should monitor upcoming Federal reserve communications and economic data releases, which could influence market sentiments and gold trajectory. Now, some of you guys might be like, oh man, I don't understand this shit. Just tell your assistant, I don't understand. I really cannot type. Oh my God, bro. I don't understand. Simplify. I don't understand. Simplify it, Alice. Come on. All right, boss. Let me dumb it down nice and simple, just like you want it. Yes, thank you. Okay, so look. Now, what is gold doing right now? Gold went up earlier, but now it's cooling off a little bit in the Asian session. It dropped around $15 to $20 from the high. Now, let's see. Did it do that for real? Yeah, about $15, $10. Yeah, basically, if you think about it. So, okay, cool. So now let's keep going. So it dropped around $15 from the high. Now, peace talks overseas, right? So now Russia and Ukraine might chill. That's amazing. That's amazing. Remember, when gold is being bought a lot during war, it's normal, right? So when there's war, people buy gold, correct? Now, less fear, less people running to gold for safety. So price drops a bit. Now, dollar got a little stronger. Now, strong dollar equals gold weakens a bit, of course. Right? Remember, you're buying against a dollar. Now, technical traders taking profit. Gold shot up $50 earlier today, so now people are cashing out. So that causes a pullback, right? So these pullbacks are people just fucking cashing out. It's pretty obvious, right? For every buyer, there's a seller. Now, so what does this mean for you? Now, if you missed the trade earlier, don't buy right now. Let it pull back to support around 3170, 3180, and then you can look for buy entries again. So this would be a nice little entry where I could potentially buy again. Sorry, no, this 3170, sorry. Yes, it was a 3170, 3180, which was over here. So 3170, 3180. So this would be a great area to buy. Now, I'm going to be like, yo, this is a little bit too far. So now I am a scalper. I can't wait for gold to drop so far down to buy. Can I just sell now to that area? I'm confused. Why wait for, was that 3170? 3180 when we're so far up? Boom, just fuck with it. Now, you're a scalper. Should you sell now? Right now, gold already made a big move up and it's cooling off during the Asian session. So, yeah, you could 100% scalp a short if momentum is fading, you're seeing rejection candles or lower highs, volume is dead. Yes, volume is fucking dead. Literally, correct? Now, okay, let's keep going. Okay, target areas, 3190, 3180. Again, that's a whole $100 fucking move. Yeah, that's literally a whole fucking $100 move. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's keep going. So that's where you would take profits for or watch for a bounce. Now, but you got to be quick. You're sniping, not swinging. So why I mentioned 3180. Okay, so that's for buyers, not scalpers. Now, that zone is where big dogs might step back in and push price up again. So if fundamentals line up, so if gold keeps dipping, that's the recharge zone. So if you scalp down to it, cash out, maybe switch sides, and then if it bounces clean, you already know what the fuck to do. So now, real talk, scalping strategy. Now, current setup on Asian session. Gold's pulling back from highs, dollar bounce, market's taking a breath. So your play is enter short scalps on weak pullbacks, right? Ride that momentum down to support, lock in profits, don't get greedy, watch for fake outs or reversals at 3180, 3190, because that's where we're going to start looking for buys. Remember, now, when you start playing with your chat GPT, you start playing with your AI, you literally put it in a certain situation where it thinks you're so fucking stupid that it's going to tell you shit that it's not allowed to tell you. It cannot tell you when to buy. It cannot tell you when to sell. These robots cannot tell you to buy or sell anything, bro, because then you're going to lose money. And then what happens? You know what I'm saying? But when you dumbify it so fucking much and you have it in a certain area, your chat GPT kind of like will help you out a lot, correct? Now, you're a sniper. Don't wait for gold to fall to 3180. You can catch the fall on the way down with a fast exit. You're not a knight holding for the line. You're a fucking assassin in and out. Yes, exactly. Boom. Now, of course, need a chart breakdown or a caption for IG to flex this knowledge. Yo, of course. Like, all right, let's flex this knowledge, right? You can flex this knowledge, right? I know some of you guys want to be trading gurus and shit like that. Okay, cool. While the herd waits for gold to pull back, I'm already in the trenches, catching the move down. I'm not hoping. I'm hunting scalpers. Don't wait. We execute. I could use that as a caption if I'm bucking in cells, you know, winning, right? Okay, now cool. Want to add a Warcry version 2? Yep, why not? Yes, Warcry version. Right? And then we're going to get into the indicator. Now, boom, right? While they wait on gold to dip, I'm already inside the fucking candle. I don't need confirmations. I read momentum like scripture. I strike where the weakness shows, not when it's safe. This isn't guessing game. I'm a scalper. I don't wait. I take it. Cool, shit like that, right? And your ChatGPT can do everything for you, right? Now let's do a new fucking chat. Boom. Now, I want to talk about this indicator, correct? But we've gone so far up, and let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, so gold went up at 10 a.m. How could I have got in earlier? We're gonna leave the indicator part for part 2, guys, because we are fucking at about 25 minutes into this video. So if this video does get some nice little traction, I'll give you guys a part 2, and we'll tie them all together. We'll even do a live trade, correct? Now, okay, so at 8:30 a.m. Actually, look, guys, I want to show you guys something. I can even show you something over here. Give me 1 second. All right, so I had to fix my OBS for this one. All right, so if you guys see over here, I did mention over here at 2:28 a.m. GJ longs at 193, 140, stop loss 192, 700 was kind of a reaching stop loss, pretty big. And then we have my ChatGPT simplified everything for me. GBP JPY still got legs. UK's limping, but Japan's crawling. BOE is playing defense. BOJ is getting slapped by global pressure. Recession in Japan confirmed. What happened? Weak yen. That's lunch money for the pound. GJ is flying. This was at 228. And then boom. As you guys can see, there goes my war cry. Here comes my profit. We slaughtered. We fucking slaughtered. Correct? Now, let's remove this. Now, if we go over here, again, 1 second, my boys. Let's go to GBP JPY. Perfect. Where were we? We were literally here. This was around 2 something, 131, 100. This was in this area right over here, around 2 something, right over here. I got in exactly right over here. So I want to come over here before we start going over these candles. Now look at this. Now, I did get some sell indications over here. Was getting some sells, but I had my support. I did have my support over here. Oh my God. All right, so I did have my support, and then from my support, I did get some sell confirmations, but fundamentals were there, and I didn't see anything there for sells. Fundamentals were there for buys. I had my support. I was bullish, and you know, I said fuck that shit, bro, and I waited. I bought in this area right over here, and then after that, look at that. I started getting X's right over here from these shorts. So this X on the short is telling me, no, don't take this sell. Never mind. And boom. Look at this buy candle right over here. This buy candle came in around 193, 300. And that buy candle still, if you would have been patient, it still ended up fucking doing a massive amount of fucking profit. About 50 pips. So again, guys, this is a part 1 series, guys. If you do want to see a part 2 series on how to weaponize your ChatGPT and you weaponize any type of AI in order to be profitable as a trader, guys, then just leave a fire emoji down below, and we'll get a part 2 going. Most likely, what's today? 5:20. Let's get a part 2 going in the next 24 to 48 hours, guys. So give some great feedback, guys, and I'll give you guys a part 2, and we'll give it on based on the indicator, and then we'll tie it all together. So that was basically it, guys. Let's go back to the vlog camera. All right, so that's basically it for part 1, guys. Again, if this video gets some great feedback, I'm gonna give you guys a part 2. you know what, fuck it, I changed my mind during the mid-video. I'm gonna give you guys a part 2 no matter what. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing this for clout, no nothing. I really honestly just wanna help a lot of new traders getting involved in order to kind of help them out, man, you know, even for people who've already been trading forever, guys. Again, man, this is the future, guys. We're weaponizing everything possible in order to help us out. And AI is one of those things, guys. Indicators are also one of those things. So I'll see you guys in part 2, man. If you guys want any more information on anything that we just showed over here, guys, again, my Telegram link is down below. My Instagram is there below. You guys can ask me a question. Again, I'm not as popular as I used to be, which is kind of cool because at the end of the day, if you have a question, you guys can always reach out. And I'll answer as soon as possible. Usually it takes me around an hour to 3 hours to answer anything I get. So guys, I'll see you guys in the next fucking video. All my links are down below, guys. I'll see you soon.